Okay, welcome to another episode of Virality. I am with...
I'm Kayla.
There we go.
Some of you guys might know me from being on season 2 of Too Hot to Handle. So.
How was that? Did you like that experience?
Oh yeah, I mean it was a crazy experience. I mean, it's just insane being in a villa with a bunch of people, and also none of us knew it was Too Hot to Handle, so that was just a crazy shock. But
really, fill me in.
I mean, we all thought it was going to be like this dating show where we could all get with each other. But then, of course, like Lana pops in and the rule is to literally not get with anyone. So none of us were expecting that. But also, too, it's literally one of the most streamed shows in the entire world. So like,
is it really?
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
It was a number 1 on Netflix, like all 3 seasons. The 3rd season just came out. But it's crazy like how different. I think my season came out maybe like 6 months ago now, but my life has changed like drastically ever since the show came out. So
really, like
it's like weird.
Well,
like,
fill me in. What's changed?
I mean, back before the show came out, I was literally working like 2 restaurant jobs. Like I was like a bartender at one restaurant, I was like a server at another restaurant, and then I think at one point I did like DoorDash on the side too. So I was just like grinding my ass off. Like I was living in Florida, and now I'm literally like living in LA. Like I have my dream job. Like my life has just changed so much, and it's crazy how just spending 1 month in like a villa can just change your whole life. So yeah, it's been sick so far.
That's crazy. Yeah. So you were a hustler then. You were...
Oh yeah, I mean I had fucking bills to pay, like to get me through college and stuff, so I'm just like super grateful for that experience.
Now, when it came to like casting and everything, how did you go about getting on the show?
Okay, so it's actually funny. I don't know if you know my roommate Haley. Do you know who Haley Curitin is? She was on season 1 of Too Hot to Handle.
I'm sure I might have bumped into her at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everyone always asks us this question, but people like assume that we know each other just from being on the show, but we were actually like best friends for years before either of us even went on the show. And we had no idea we were going to end up being on the same show, because like how Too Hot to Handle is casted is they make it seem like it's a different show when you're applying. Yeah. So basically, like, I was finishing up college and she was still my best friend. Her season came out and I saw like how well she was doing from being on her season. And I've always been like the type of person where, I mean, I went to school for like a business degree, but like I've never wanted to work a 9-to-5 ever. Like it used to like always like freak me out, like thinking like, fuck, like I'm graduating soon, like what am I going to be doing with my life? Like I don't want to work like an office job, like desk job. And I came across like this application. They like DM'd me on Instagram and they called it like Parties in Paradise, and I was like talking to her about it, and I was like, hey, like should I apply? And she was like, yeah, definitely do it. So I did, and I went through like the whole casting process and everything, and I end up getting to the villa. I end up making it, and then it turns out literally happens to be the same exact show she was on, and I literally had no idea. So
you kind of like lucked out then in a sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I literally thought it was a completely different show, and people always like assume that we're friends from both being on the same show, but no, we were friends for like years beforehand, which is crazy.
That's great. Yeah, I haven't even seen the show. I hear about it, and I know, like, pretty much...
It's very cringy, but...
I'm going to watch it, though. After this, I'm going to, like, watch it just to see you on there.
Well, because I feel like you have multiple friends. Like, you're friends with Chase, like, he was on my season. Like, you know, like, a bunch of other people from Too Hot to Handle, so...
It's wild. Every time I meet someone now, I feel like I'm like, yo, what do you do? And they're like, oh, I was on Too Hot to Handle. And I was like, okay, great.
Yeah. Exactly. I feel like everyone from the show has pretty much moved here, too, or at least tried moving here at some point.
When you guys stick together, too, you guys are like running packs for the most part.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were all super close. Like, it's weird being there for like an entire month. I mean, I wasn't there for that long because I got kicked off like halfway through, but like you have no phone, like no social media, like you're not allowed to talk to your family, you're not allowed to talk to your friends, and you're just in one house with these like random strangers for the entire time. So like you really get to know them. So
1 week with someone without a phone, you're gonna like know them better than you know yourself.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, you've been friends for 10 years at that point.
Yeah. So like we always like still keep in touch and everything, and
Nice.
I love them to death. But
Are you gonna do another reality show, you think?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I guess if the opportunity like arises itself, I haven't really thought about it too much, but yeah, I guess I would be open to doing that. It's just weird because before I went on the show, like I've never really been like the type of person to watch reality TV. I just like applied for it on the whim. So I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, well, it worked out. I mean, you were on Netflix, which is...
Yeah, I know. It's literally so crazy. Like I feel like when the show came out, like my life literally just like changed like overnight, and like my phone was just like blowing up, like
Really?
the Instagram followers, like stuff like that. It was just like an adjustment. Like,
how did you? Okay, so when you got your phone back
yeah.
after not having it for how long? Like a
Okay,
month?
so we had it was way longer than like the show even lasted, because when we were filming it, like COVID was still really bad, so we had to quarantine before the show even started filming. We had to quarantine in a separate villa for 17 days before we even started filming, and even in the quarantine villa, we weren't allowed to have our phones. So for me, I probably only went without my phone for a month, but like for everyone else who stayed in the villa the entire time, like they went like a month and a half without their phone.
See, that would be atrocious. Like I was gonna do some reality show a while back, and I was just getting anxiety about not being able to post and stuff, because this was when I was really caring about TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, for me, I didn't really have much of a social media following by the time like I was on the show, but like for other people, like, you know, Peter, right? Like Peter, Chase, like they already had like established a following like on TikTok and stuff. So like they were kind of freaking out about not being able to post for that long, but they had like other people to do it for them, and they would just like recycle old videos and stuff. So that's kind of how they like got away with not posting.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have done, but I feel like no one else can run it the way that you run it.
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
you,
course,
you know, social media is you.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. So
yeah. So is that what you want to pursue now? You want to pursue like social media?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely, that's like my goal for the new year, because I feel like ever since the show came out, like I mean, for like personal reasons, I've just kind of been like dealing with stuff, so I haven't really been like on the ball. But I hate how like my Instagram and stuff is just like all sponsored shit, you know what I mean? Like I really want like, because I really do have like a following who's like interested in me and my life. Like whenever I'm just posting like stupid shit on my stories, like they're always like messaging me being like, oh, you should post YouTube videos, like you should post more like this. Like that is what I want to do like in the new year. Like I want like my social media posts to like reflect more like who I am as a person, and I also want to like be known for more than just like, oh, that girl who was like on Too Hot to Handle that one season, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's my goal for this new year, to start like posting more about like my actual like personal life.
You should do it. You should vlog. I don't know why you don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I don't know. I've just been like off the ball. Like a lot of shit happened like this past year, and I felt like I had to like take some like time back to just like work on myself and like just like go through like a lot of things like personally. So but I mean, I feel better now. Like it's a new year, like new beginnings. Like I moved here like not that long ago, so I'm ready to start like getting shit done. And it's like nice being in LA because everyone is so like-minded, you know what I mean?
It's great.
Like, it's nice being around people who do like the same thing as you, like content creation, like social media, because then it like also like motivates you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So
if you get around people that are like really hustling it, you're like, wow, I'm a piece of shit.
Exactly. Yeah, no, like literally, but it gets you like out of bed and like it motivates you, which is like what I definitely need. So I'm glad that I ended up moving here. So
well, you got to start vlogging. You got to start letting people see what you do in a day.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
need to get that YouTube channel going.
Yeah, I need to do it too. I'm very lazy with it. I'm not lazy with it. I just like am.
I mean, you're juggling so many different things though, but like you got your podcast, like TikTok, like YouTube.
Yeah, I don't post on TikTok that much anymore though. I just didn't see the like, I don't know. I didn't see the worth of it anymore.
Really? That's funny because you have like a pretty big following on TikTok, don't you?
Yeah, there's I think like 2 million, but my account is so dead because I was an algorithm whore for a while on TikTok. You know, so it was, I would make videos where I didn't speak English so that it would go all over the world, right?
Yeah, true.
So anyone could watch it, and then I would do like viral content. So it would be like the watch time was there. It was a super cringy video, but it would always, like, you watched it anyways. Yeah, because it was just fast paced and lots of jump cuts and things like that. But the thing with viral content versus like personality content is you don't gain. There's not like, you gain on like TikTok, right?
Yeah, true.
And you'll go viral on other platforms, but you're not going to gain a following.
That is true.
So like or
you're not going to gain a following.
You're not going to gain fans. You'll gain a following, but not fans. So at the end of the day, no one's really going to care.
Yeah.
So now, of course, I do things a little bit differently, which is cool because I like the stuff that I make now. It just doesn't get the same traction yet. Also because I don't post consistently enough. Yeah. But I don't. TikTok just never really did that well for like transferring to Instagram or YouTube or anything else.
I mean, it's always like that. Like, especially, I mean, the same followers you have on Instagram or like TikTok or whatever, they're not going to translate into your YouTube subscribers either. Like, it's very different. I mean, I I don't really utilize TikTok that much either. I definitely should try more.
Oh, you'll do great. Yeah, you're a girl. You'll be able to transfer very well.
Thirst traps.
Oh my God, you do a couple thirst traps, you're gonna gain like crazy on Instagram.
Yeah, for sure.
I've noticed if you transfer from TikTok, it's basically based around how much that audience wants to fuck you. So like if
that is true. Yeah.
So you thirst trap one time on TikTok, you're going to transfer a lot of guys.
Well, because it's true. It's like, how much can your audience really get to know you on TikTok? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's just, I mean, YouTube is more of like a platform for that, for sure. If you want to build like a following that actually cares about who you are as a person.
Oh, and you can make a lot of money on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I mean, YouTube is where it's at.
Yeah, that's
So is that what you're trying to like do more now? Like stray away from like
TikTok a little bit? I think that, I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I really wish I had a direction. Honestly, I'm just kind of just doing it at this point. So I'm like, I want to do this podcast, obviously, because I like talking to people and I like talking.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then, I don't even know. I'll post like clips to YouTube and stuff. And then I love YouTube videos, but it's difficult to find something that hasn't been done already.
That is true. Yeah. You really have to think outside the box. And it's crazy how much social media has changed in like the past 10 years or even just like the past 5 years alone. Like, I feel like everyone is trying to be a content creator now. So it's hard to find like original content, like original ideas, like especially on YouTube, you know?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And then something that always bothered me, I don't know why it bothered me, but it just did. I hated the fact that in social media, everyone copies.
Oh,
so they do the same thing. I mean, and now TikTok like rewards copying because you follow the trends is what everyone says.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, who can do this trend the best? And by do it the best, like find someone who did it and went viral and then just copy it exactly the way they did.
Well, and I mean, who even knows how long TikTok is going to be? I mean, I'm sure it's going to be around for a while, but it's like, there, you know, like remember when Musical.ly was a thing? Like Vine. Like there's always going to be something like new coming out. So
yeah, well, Instagram is I think going to be around
pretty constant. So is YouTube. I mean,
YouTube will be there.
Gonna be consistent. But yeah.
Well, now with YouTube too, I've noticed I don't even watch YouTube that much anymore.
Really?
Like I used to be obsessed with it. I would watch it, and then I just can't find anything that like entertains me.
That's true, but I mean that can be like motivation for you though.
Well, no, I like it. I like it because now I look at YouTube as like something that I could definitely do for a job because I'm not like roped into like watching it and like being fans of everyone. I can see it for what it is now.
Yeah.
And then that I feel like helps to where you can kind of manipulate that.
Right. And if you like find yourself like bored on YouTube, like you can't find like a creator who you watch consistently who's coming out with like good like entertaining content, you could be like, okay, well, I mean, I can be that space for someone. Like I can come up with like good shit and like.
That's a valid point. Yeah. I need a refill though. That's what I do now.
Same.
Get after it. Pour it up.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a Saturday, so this is completely fine to have champagne in the morning. Sure. Do you need juice or are you chilling?
I'm honestly fine with just champagne.
Yeah, right?
That's how I make my mimosas anyway.
Too many calories in the juice. Just doesn't make any sense to add that.
Not even that. It's just like, might as well just have a whole cup of champagne, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I love champagne actually.
I love champagne.
It's one of my favorite buzzes of them all.
Yeah, same.
Because you get
tequila.
Love
tequila.
Tequila's later, okay?
Yeah, no, tequila on a Saturday morning you might need
that's after 12.
Yeah.
Wait, it is after 12, right?
Yeah, but you know what? When you're hungover and you're just getting up at like noon anyway, you know, you gotta start off with something a little lighter.
I know LA is running me a little bit because I know now it's like an accomplishment if I wake up at like 8 a.m.
Bro, it's so hard going out, especially when you're out and literally till like 6 a.m. It's impossible.
Well, I can't help it because the thing is like I try to be good. I try to be a good person and not do these things, but then what happens is I'll be in bed and then like my phone will just start going off at 12. And then at like 1 and then at 2 in the morning and they're like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to sleep.
But the FOMO is there and you're like, I can't miss out.
Then all of a sudden I get on my Instagram story and I'm like, oh my God, look where they're at. I need to be there. I have to be there.
I know, that's the thing.
I can't help it. I don't know why I feel that way. I'm like, I've literally gone and done these nights out so many times at this point.
Like truly you're never really missing out that much. Like there's always something going on every single day and it's like, you know, kind of the same stuff every single day too.
It's the same thing, but I always have to go.
But also too, we're only young once. Like we're not going to have these same experiences again. Like 10 years from now, like, you know, who knows what we're going to be doing. So
yeah, I sure as fuck don't.
So
yeah, have you fallen into the party scene at all since you've been out here?
A little bit. I feel like when I was like in my early, like I'm 25 now, but like when I was in my early 20s, like college years and stuff, like I used to go out all the time, and then I kind of like fell off the wagon for a little bit. But like, yeah, since I've been here, I've like definitely gone out and partied. I mean, I feel like that's like the easiest way to like meet people. You know what I mean?
100%.
I don't go like too crazy or anything. Like even like last night, I was supposed to go out with you, and then I bailed. But...
I know it, but that's fine. We're going out tonight. So
yeah, we're going out tonight. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun for sure. It's just crazy to me, like how many people I've met so far, even though I've only been here for a short amount of time. But like I've already met like such great friends who I literally can't imagine my life without now. So
yeah, everyone thinks the same out here, and like everyone kind of comes from like, as you dive deeper into people out here, they all have a very similar like upbringing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And you know, everyone has like their own like personal shit that they deal with. I feel like everyone thinks like people on social media like, oh, they're so happy, they're so perfect, like this and that. But like we all come from like, you know, everyone and shit. Like everyone has stuff that they deal with.
Everyone is fucked up.
Yeah.
Especially if you chase you chase social media, you're searching for validation, or something led you to want to be validated. Right.
There's always people. I mean, there's always like such like a dark side to social media. Like don't get me wrong, like I'm so like thankful for my job, because like it allows me to be able to work from literally wherever, and that's the greatest thing ever. But I mean, obviously there's like downsides to it too.
Yeah.
You know, nothing is perfect.
I love that, the way that you just did that. That was so funny, because it's like someone who's like paying attention to how they come across would do. You were like, there's a dark side. Don't get me wrong though, I love everything and everyone. I'm so grateful for all of this.
It's so true though. Like I'm not even just like saying that. Like I even when I was saying earlier, like I was terrified like a year ago of thinking about working like an office desk job, like which there's nothing wrong with that, but just for me it wasn't anything that I really wanted to do. So I was kind of just like lost for a while. So like I'm so grateful for like the show and like how much my life has changed, because I literally have the freedom to just like create content and like be myself and like make money off of it, which you know, people shit on you for that, but it's nice like being in a place where people do like the same thing as you. Like back home, like I'm from Florida, but like not even from like South Florida, like Miami, Tampa, like what people think. Like I'm from like Jacksonville, like Northeast Florida, so like no one there does like social media or like content creation. And I remember when the show was like just about to come out, I was like dating this guy. We like dated for like maybe like 2 years, and then like we broke up, and then I went on the show. And then after I was done filming the show, like we like kind of got back together, because I thought it was gonna work out, but it didn't. But we dated for like that time period. It was like 8 months in between filming and when the show came out. And I remember like when we broke up, you know, I guess just him like trying to justify like why we shouldn't be together. It was just like him and like all his friends like talking shit about like, oh, you just want to go to LA and like be famous and like do this and that, like clout chaser or whatever, which he obviously didn't mean it, because I'm not that type of person at all. But
yeah, you're really not.
I feel like people just, I don't know, some people just like shit on you for you know, being like a social media influencer or whatever. But I mean, at the end of the day, I guess just don't care what people think, because
you can't. No. Like this was when I started this was like something that I got addicted to going like viral, because I was getting high from having videos go viral, and it was so exciting. I enjoyed it so much. But I noticed when I started to take it really seriously and I wanted to like make a job out of it, that's when like everyone was like, are you stupid? What are you doing? And that's when everyone started hating. And then, of course, that kind of goes out the window when you, like, for me, it stopped when I hit 1 million on TikTok. So, but before that, everyone was like, you're so dumb. You're never going to be the biggest. You're never going to. I'm like, I don't even care. I'm just having fun. And
right, exactly.
You move to LA, and then everyone's like, "Oh, congratulations! You're doing so well.
It's like a whole different world.
I would love to come and see you at some point. Let me fly out."
Right, and it's like, okay, what were you saying like a couple of months ago?
Yeah,
it's always how it ends up going.
But that's how it is, and then I was in Florida too, so I definitely understand that Florida mentality of it. Yeah. Because it's but this is something different. This is something that there's no like blueprint for. There's no way to learn it, and when something is not like there's not a rule book for it or a handbook for it, people get nervous and they don't like to do something that's unknown.
Well, that's true, because the way that we were like raised, it's like we were told our entire lives, like, okay, like you go to school, you go to college, and then you work a 9 to 5 and like stuff like that. And that's just like past generations, that's been like all that they've been really comfortable with. And I feel like this generation, or like, you know, it's very, social media is still like a very like new thing, you know what I mean? I feel like some of the most successful people like in our current generation are successful from social media, because social media is so important in today's world, which is crazy, because 10 years ago, I mean, it really wasn't like that to this extent. But
it's so toxic too, but I mean, I also love it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like what we said before, there's pros and cons to everything. But
yeah. Well, now, too, I tell you what's crazy. So I've been in LA for, like, about a year, and then I was here last summer for, like, 3 months. I lived here for 3 months and then moved to Miami. But this time around, I've been here for a year, and I've noticed that there's always shifts. So, like, every 2-3 months, it's a whole new group of people.
True.
That are out here. The parties change, everything changes, and I've noticed that this time around we're going through a shift, but all the girls are staying. Okay. And the guys are leaving.
That's interesting, because, you know, I haven't been here that long, so I haven't experienced like the shifting that you're talking about.
Normally everyone leaves, right? Normally like everyone's gone, but this time around the guys are going and the girls are staying. Now, my theory behind this though, my theory is that the guys came here, they did well, they had their social media following, they did their TikTok, things like that. But then they like maybe didn't keep going viral, and then maybe spent money, because LA, you can spend a lot of money.
It's so easy to fall into that hole. Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous. God. You can spend so much money. But now here's the thing though, the girls, there's this thing that came out called OnlyFans, and they were able to make a lot of money.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very true.
So the girls are sticking around now. So the girls are out here, and they're doing amazing, and they're making so much money. It's ridiculous. And then now they've outlasted all the guys. The guys have all went broke and went home. And the girls are still out here. So it's very interesting for me to see. And I like it, because, I mean, I go out a lot, and then I tend to drink too much sometimes and forget who I meet. So when I keep bumping into people that I've seen before, after like 2 or 3 times, I'm going to remember them. And then now I can remember most of them.
Survival of the fittest, I guess.
Yeah. How did I meet you? Where was it that I met you the first time?
It was after some party. I'm pretty sure I met you through like Nor or Chase. I can't remember exactly who, but I remember just coming here. We were probably at the same party, and then we just came here after. So
okay, yeah.
I met you.
Yeah, because I met you again at Bryce's. I remember that. And then you came up and then said my name, and I was like, oh, God.
Well, I remember the first night that I came here. You were, like, absolutely, like, gone. Like, gone. So, like, it's understandable. But.
No, that's on brand. That's on brand at this point. Well, I don't mean to do it, like, because, so it's partially, I throw a lot of after parties at my place.
You have a sick place.
It's partially because I want to have people over, and it's also partially because I want to, like, that FOMO thing. I'm like, look, if I just have everyone back to mine, I'm not going to have FOMO.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I can also pass out in my own bed without an Uber.
Perfect case scenario, except for the fact that you have to clean up afterwards in the morning. But
that's completely okay. I'm not too terribly worried about that. Honestly, one thing that I've learned is like party messes are not that bad.
Yeah, all you need really is just like a big trash can.
That's it. It's just empty cups and like a couple of cans every now and then.
Maybe got a mop every once in a while.
Yeah, but there's not like, it's not like a hoarder house, you know what I'm saying? So you're fine. Exactly. Yeah, you're not going to be fucking chasing rats out.
Puking everywhere.
Oh, that's bad. Okay.
That's bad. Which I'm sure has probably happened here at your place a few times.
Yeah, we've had that happen, because we used to be like a little bit wild, like when we first moved in, because there was no one that lived on this floor at all. Okay. And then I wasn't exactly tapped in with the party scene just yet, so I didn't know what to do all the time. And I was like, you know what, we'll just have people over. So that is when we started throwing a lot of parties, and then eventually I started like meeting people and then getting invited to the actual parties.
Mm-hmm.
But
True.
No, there's been some times in here where it's like, I think I've probably had over 50 people in a two-bedroom apartment, which is like
very, very tight.
Yeah, I don't know why we did that. That was not smart.
No.
At all. Yeah, but so like now when it comes to partying, what is your favorite type of party?
I love going to house parties. Like, yeah. I mean, everyone enjoys, like, going clubbing and stuff every once in a while. But I'm more, like, a house party type of person because I feel like when you're clubbing, like, yeah, it's fun. Like, you're having a good time. But, like, I just love, like, meeting people and being able to, like, talk to them and, like, have good conversation. You know what I mean? Like, all of my really, really good friends that I've met, like, since I've been in LA so far has been, like, through a party. Whereas, like, when you're at a club, like, you're literally losing your voice, like, trying to talk to someone. You can't actually have, like, a conversation. You know what I mean? So
I am gonna have the greatest little like clip segment of people shitting on clubs in like 2 weeks because every time I bring up a club, everyone is always like, they're just terrible. But, like, let's go tonight.
No, isn't that so funny? No, yeah. I talk shit about clubs all the time, but, like, where are you going to find me? I'm still going to be at one, and I don't know why. It's literally just this toxic cycle where I just, like, can't say no. Most of the time. I said no last night. But,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like parties are so much better because you can actually, like, have conversations with people. Like,
yeah.
If you're, like, really drunk, then, yeah, clubbing is fine. But, like, do people really actually enjoy like being packed in like sardines? You can't move anywhere. People are just pushing and shoving you the entire time. You're getting drinks spilled on you. Like people are just grabbing your drink and like drinking out of it. You know what I mean? It's just,
it's terrible.
It's a shit show.
But it looks so good on the internet. It looks so good
at the end of the day. But
I don't know why clubs. It's one of those things where I go all the time. I know how bad it actually is.
Yeah, but you still go.
But then you see it on somebody's like story or something. And you're like, oh my god, this looks so much fun.
Yeah,
like I need to be there. I don't know.
Really
I don't know what it is. I'm like a complete Neanderthal with it because I see it and I'm like, I have to go. I have to go. Ooh, look, lights, music, people. Yes, alcohol, obviously. And then what I love too is it's like it's $20 a shot minimum. Yeah. Every time you want to drink there. I mean, you're a girl, so you're pretty good with that.
Yeah, it's easier for girls. But.
Yeah, and then and thankfully too, like we know a lot of promoters and stuff, and they get like the bottles and everything. So yeah, something to be known, people. Our lives look pretty good. Or mine on Instagram looks fun at all these clubs and everything. I don't actually pay for it. Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah, if I paid for it, I
wouldn't be living here.
No, I would be in a tent under a freeway, okay?
Okay, there we go. As long as it's not hitting a camera.
Wow. That always startles me. I don't know why.
I mean,
always gets me.
I don't know. Have you ever got hit in the face with one?
No, I haven't. Does it?
It's not fun.
Really? Oh, okay.
Fucking hurts.
Yeah. Really? They got some force behind it? Did they do it intentionally or did it just accidentally happen?
Accident for sure.
Did you wait, was it one of those ones where you did it yourself, like trying to open it and hit you in the face?
Oh, not me. No, it was my friend. No. Oh my God.
I was about to be like, that would be hilarious.
No, I would be a complete dumbass if I did that. But
yeah. No, what's your...
The best of us, I guess.
Have you had anything happen, like, where you've hurt yourself partying, or...
Partying?
Or, like, just, what's your favorite, I accidentally hurt myself story?
I mean, I guess there's the occasional you're too drunk and you like slip down the stairs. That's like, you know.
Yeah.
Well, because when you're a girl, you know, you wear heels and shit. You know what I mean? But I feel like I've never like accidentally hurt myself too bad.
Oh, I am a serial accidentally hurt myself person.
Okay, what's
the
worst?
The worst, I would say about like, I would say 6 months ago, I was going to this party. And I was with these two girls, and it was me, and I had a bottle of tequila, and they would not let me in. And I was like, look, I have all the amenities to make a good time, okay? It's a 2-to-1 ratio with me right now. That should be acceptable.
Yeah, and the party's not a party without Landn, duh.
Exactly. And I have a bottle of tequila, but they're like, no. I'm like, this is my friend's house. Your friend's out of town. And I was like, well, great. This is just a nightmare at this point. So I look at the girls, I'm like, look, we're fine. I'm going to go jump the fence. And
oh my God.
So I go over there and I like hop the fence. And obviously I'm not athletic. And it was not a very graceful like jump, right? So I make it over the fence. But for some reason my left leg does not clear it. And it just clips the fence.
No. Oh my God.
So at this point I face plant right?
And you embarrass yourself.
No. They're fine. They were fine. Yeah. No, so the thing is like, I'm falling. I have fake glasses on because I'm in LA and I want to be pretentious, you know.
Oh my God.
So like they're like the glasses that you wear that have like the clear lenses.
Yeah.
You just are completely playing pretend blind for some reason. And so I'm there. I face plant. I hit the pavement. I'm like, oh my God, do I save my face or do I save the bottle of tequila? So the bottle of tequila's up. My face just hits. Bro. Glasses break. Cut my eye open right here. I have a scar.
Oh my God.
And so then my face is bleeding. But I get up. Glasses are shattered. And I go and I open the gate and I'm like, all right, girls, come on. And they're like, Landn, your face is bleeding. And I'm like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I've been drinking. My blood's thin. No big deal. So I go into the house and I'm like, all right, go to floor 4. Floor 4. Yeah, that's a weird tongue twister right there. Go to floor 4, and I'll meet you up there. And then the next thing you know, I'm in the bathroom, like washing my face off. And the cut's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Like probably. So
you just had blood pouring down your face.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, like,
oh my God.
I'm notorious for wearing all black. And that night I wore white. I don't know why.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, at this point, I looked like a.
Like you just murdered someone.
It was bad. So I come out, I clean my face up, I have like a paper towel or something like holding my face, and I'm ready to start drinking again. And then as I walk up the stairs, I'm like, make it to the second floor, just out of nowhere, I feel this force just hit me in the face. And I was like, wow. And then I turn around and there's 6 people and I just got sucker punched. And then it was like one of the house owners and they're like, you think you can hop the fence in my fucking house? And then I turn around and I'm like, well, as you can see, it wasn't very successful. And then, 6 people were right there. So I didn't even try to like chance it or anything. I just completely gave in at that point and just left. But yeah, then I came back, dumped vodka in my eye and glued it back together.
You're fucking wild.
Yeah, no, there's a video of it. I'll like roll the clip, but
you definitely have to. How long ago was that?
This was in June. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this was a while ago. Yeah, 6-7 months ago now. It's healing up nicely, and it actually worked out great because I have a scar that I got when I was a kid, and then
in that same spot.
Yeah. Well, there you see it like you see how there's like a long one and then like a little one. The little one is the recent one.
Okay.
Yeah, the long one, that's that one's from when I was a child, which is fine. I like scars.
In the same exact spot, though.
I mean, I guess when I face plant, I like to fall on the right side of my face, you know? The left, that's just not where my equilibrium wants to go, you know? So it's fine. But yeah, no, I did that. That was fun. I got hit by a car in Miami. That was fun.
Oh my God.
I fell off of a booth, like, where is it? Yeah.
Damn. You're just an unlucky soul.
That was 2 nights ago. This is like just this is my arm. My leg got the brunt of the fall. So that was, but those booths at the clubs, I'm telling you, they're so dangerous.
Yeah, especially when you're packed in there and people are just falling all over you.
Well, they don't have like curved booths, right? They'll like just butt them up together.
Yeah, like a box.
But the thing is like when you put the booths together like this, there's that little section that's like right here and there's a hole that's corner. Like a little square hole, and you know what, I'm like trying to be incognito mode, just sneak out of this booth. I'm like, it's time for me to go, I gotta leave, I don't want to be here anymore.
Not being incognito at all, because then you end up face
I eat shit, my leg just goes in there, I get stuck in this little corner. Fall and I'm like, oh my God, my drink goes all over somebody. I'm like, well,
nightmare.
I didn't even look back. I recovered, walked away, and just left. I don't even know what happened. There could have been laughing. There could have been like, oh my God, are you okay? I don't know. I just abandoned ship at that point. I just completely left. But you got to be careful about that, because I don't know why they do that. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, I would be lying if I said it didn't happen to me once or twice, because I mean, I feel like, you know, you have to wear heels if you're a girl going to a club, and that's just a total nightmare.
You have to be a girl. I wear heels all the time.
Hey, more power to you. But
no, it's dangerous out there. These clubs are dangerous.
Well, what do you prefer? Do you prefer clubbing over house parties, or like what's your go-to?
To be honest, at this point, I'm kind of over everything. Yeah. I like do it because it's like part of my image, I guess. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I became the party person, which is dangerous to be the party person.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you get to a party, and then if you're the party person, everyone wants to just take shots with you. And then it's like, oh no, I'm going to be inebriated within the first 20 minutes of walking in.
No, you know what's funny? When you said that you were going to do Sober January.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, how is he going to be able to pull that off?
You know what? I made it like 13 or 14 days.
Oh, hey, that's not bad at all.
So that was pretty good. Yeah, I think.
Commendable.
Well,
especially when you're living here in this environment. You know what I mean? It's hard to like say no to stuff.
Well, it's like that's why I just want to go to Bali for like a month. Okay, like that's what I need to do. Well, it's not even detoxing. It's just I need to go somewhere where like there's no temptations available.
Yes, yeah. Well, that is sort of a detox. You know, putting yourself in an environment where you just have to chill. You have to chill. You have no other choice.
Well, it's like the FOMO thing, right? So the FOMO thing is here you see stuff on people's stories, and then that's obtainable. You can.
But if you're halfway across the world, then
I'm a 16-hour flight from this party. They're already gonna be. They're gonna be at a different party.
You know what? That's kind of sad, though. I have to fly all the way across the world just to not get FOMO.
I'm telling. Well, I can't help it though, because literally I'll see someone at a club or something, and I'm like, well, you know, that is a 12-minute Uber. Could I do it? Should I do it?
Yeah.
And then, I need to go on Do Not Disturb at like 10 p.m. every night. Do you get the 2 a.m. calls all the time?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But like, I don't think I could put my phone on Do Not Disturb without still checking if someone,
I know.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be like impossible for me. But,
Okay. So now I want to talk to you about something. Let's go into this. How crazy are your DMs?
Oh, I mean, I can go on and on. I've had people like, not even just DMs, but like I get a lot of really weird emails too, because I have like I have my business email in my bio for like different brands and stuff.
Okay,
I've had people like couples like hit me up like asking if I can like donate my eggs because they like
your genetics.
Yeah, they want their kids to like look like me. So I've had a couple of couples do that, which is like weird because it's like one time it's like okay, that's weird, but then like the second or third time it's like okay, damn, this is like a little weird. But yeah, it definitely can be like kind of like scary sometimes too, though. Not like scary, but like I have like a lot of people DM me and they're like, oh hey, like I saw you here, like I saw you there, but like they don't like go up to me.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, come up every time. If you're a fan or something, come up, or just a random person that knows me, come up to me, please. Do not send me a photo of myself and be like, is this you? Do not ask me like where if this was me here or are you here. Just come up and say hi.
It just catches you so off guard, and then you just get in your head, you're like, well, what was I doing? Like, what was I wearing? Like, what was I like, you know what I mean? Because you just have like no idea. So like that's a little bit creepy sometimes. But yeah, I mean it's still pretty new to me because the show just came out like 6 months ago, but like I'm sure like over time like it'll die down. But yeah. I'm also like really, really bad at answering my DMs too, because sometimes like I get really, really sweet messages, and I do try to like reply to like most of them, but I'm just like so bad at it. That's something I need to work on too, like in the new year.
Oh yeah, my DMs are like I think I get like 2 or 3 kill yourselves a day.
Oh, okay, I don't get anything like that.
And then I get like, yo, I have this great NFT project. You should definitely like participate, NFT. Like buy some. It's on sale right now. There's this great opportunity for an NFT. I get like 17 of those a day. Do you get those too?
No, I don't get those.
Really?
No.
I feel like so many people are getting these now. I don't even know why. It's just half my DMs are NFT projects.
I don't even understand NFTs. I mean, I feel like that just kind of blew up out of nowhere in the past like 2 months, and I still don't even fully understand it. But
well, you should watch the podcast that I did with Cooper. Like at this point, it will be a week ago.
Okay. You guys talk about NFTs a lot in that?
Well, he's like a Web3 guru. He's like one of the smartest people I think I've ever talked to in my entire life.
Okay.
And he basically gave me a slideshow the first time I met him. He gave me a slideshow like NFTs and like crypto for idiots, basically.
Okay.
And he went through this PowerPoint with me. And I'm so grateful that he did that because I understood so much about it afterwards.
Yeah.
But to start it off, it was not good. Like, I just didn't know what the fuck any of this stuff was.
Yeah, that's how I am, basically, so.
But no, he was on, I interviewed him probably 4 or 5 days ago, yeah. I interviewed him 4 or 5 days ago, and he was so poised with everything that he said. It was like I would ask a question, and he responded so fast and like best diction. Like it was like he was reading from like a teleprompter.
Yeah, some people are just natural about that.
And I was just like, I don't even know what to do. I'm fumbling over my words. I'm like, you just need to take over. You host this. You can have it.
Here, you can have my podcast.
Take the sign. Take it. I don't know what to do. But no, great guy. Funny. Very smart. And like, I like the Web3 thing now because I have an Oculus.
Okay.
And I put that on, and I'm telling you, that will fuck you up.
Okay, the Oculus, that's like the virtual reality kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's the headset where you put that on and you look really stupid.
Doesn't that kind of scare you, though, where the possibilities of how far that might go one day? Like, I think about that sometimes, and I'm like, I can just, I mean, you see, like, the sci-fi movies and shit.
Yeah, no, it's going to go straight to that.
Fuck, that scares me.
Have you put on an Oculus?
Yeah. I have before, yeah.
What games did you play?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. I can't remember. Just, like, stupid games. Not anything, like... Oh. I have, like, a sword, and I'm, like...
Oh, the Beat Saber thing where you, like, do it's, like, Guitar Hero type thing? Yeah. No, after this, I'll put that one on you, because I have one over there. You're going to have to try... There's this game... it's called like Walk the Plank or something, and it takes you in an elevator, and you go all the way up. It's like 80 stories high, and then you walk out.
That is my worst nightmare. I'm so afraid of heights.
Oh, I'm petrified of them.
And then you just chose to buy that.
Well, no, I bought it because I was watching all these viral clips online, and I was like, this shit's fake. This is not real.
Damn.
And I got it, and then next thing you know, I did it, and I was scared. It was scary.
I don't know. I'm just like worried for the future. I feel like it's just going to get to the point where people have like full on like fake virtual reality relationships.
Oh, 100%.
Like, people just don't leave their house anymore, and it's just like,
they already do that.
Well, yeah, but
quarantine.
I mean, you've seen like the Black Mirror episodes and like, all that kind of stuff. Like, it could definitely be way worse.
Well, there's good sides to it though too. In a way, you're going to have people meeting like people for the first time. So ultimately, like, this virtual relationship thing is kind of bad. But I also think in a way it's going to be good because people are going to like talk to each other, not based around like looks or.
That is true. It'll be more based off of knowing someone for their personality.
Yeah, which is.
Yeah, that is good because I feel like the world is so superficial now, which social media definitely has like a part to do with that for sure. And like, Tinder, like Hinge, all of that. Like you can try to say like, oh yeah, like on Hinge, like, like you write more about yourself and shit. But, like, obviously you're matching with them based off of
you're going completely off looks. I do horrible on Tinder. I do not get matches on Tinder, but in person I do much better because I'm personality based.
And that's just how it is. I don't know. For me, it's like you could be the hottest person in the world, but like if I don't have a connection with you and like I think you're boring or like I don't know, we just don't vibe, then I will literally not be attracted to you like at all.
Have you done Raya yet?
No, I haven't, but I have heard of it.
Yeah, I would send you an invite code, but I'm banned off Raya.
You're banned? Okay, now we need to get into this. How do you get banned off of Raya?
I have no idea. Honestly, I was on there for like a week and then like out of nowhere just banned. It just said your account is no longer active, and I was like, well, how do I make this shit reactive? So I have no idea. It was cool though. It was very fascinating to see like some of the people that were on there.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's like,
Raya is basically, I mean, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like Raya is basically like a dating app that influencers and like celebrities like exclusively use, right?
Yep,
you have to
pretty
have,
much.
Like,
you have to have an
invite,
to get on it. And then I think like for the most part, they want you to have like over 500,000 followers on some platform.
Yeah, true.
So it's, there's a lot of like, I saw actresses on there.
That's crazy.
There was a few people. It's very cool though.
But you still don't know why you got banned?
I don't know. I really don't. It's like, okay, to be honest, I would be like, it was because I DM'd something or sent something. But I'm like, no, not even. Cause
weird.
I just got banned. I really was on there for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. And I was just gone. I got on there one time. But I didn't do anything bad there. For sure, my DMs, they're atrocious. Some of my DMs that I send out, they're bad.
Especially if you're like drunk when you send one.
Oh gosh,
it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, I actually, you know what though, I love my drunk DMs. They're my favorite. I love it when I get to that like level of drunk to where I start messaging people, and it's always
at like a whole album, just like screenshotting some of your best, and then just have it all in one place.
Well, because you know me, so I say absurd things. Yeah. Like there's sometimes where I'll say some things, and I'm like, how is this person not slapping me in the face right now? I'm like, I would be so mad because the stuff that comes out of my mouth sometimes, I don't even know where it comes from.
But
I
people
really don't.
love you though. They just know that's you. You know, like it's good not to take things too personally. But.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like I'm not like a intimidating figure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're very like friendly. Like you're approachable. You're a people person. So
I think that definitely helps because then I can get away with saying whatever I want, which I like. But I never say anything mean. I'm not a mean person whatsoever.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Very, very rarely will I be
I would not be friends with you if you were.
Yeah. Well, actually, we've had a lot of fun at the parties and stuff. Because we went out like a few times, and then after that, what I like about you too is you're not really like a clout chaser.
No.
Whatsoever.
Oh my God, yeah. And that's the thing too. Like okay, so you didn't watch the show, but the reason why I got kicked off halfway through is because I didn't have like a love interest, which I thought I would be fine because season 1 there were a couple people who didn't, and they still made it up until the end. But I'm not going to go too much into it because there's some things I'm just like legally not allowed to talk about, but basically I didn't want to fake a connection on the show just for screen time. Like I wasn't into anyone like on my season, and I was just like, I mean, I was friends with everyone, I loved everyone, like I was just having a good time. But basically, you know, like they were asking me like, oh, like, you know, do you think you could try a little bit more with this person or that person? But they were just like, we really like you, like you could get way more screen time if you were to do this or if you were to do that. And I just like wasn't into it, you know what I mean? Like faking relationships, like stuff like that, that's just like not me. I'd rather be like known for like who I actually am than like
that's good.
Being someone fake online. So
well, that's great because I mean, like here I've noticed there is so many times that I will bring like a bunch of people to a party or something like that, and then they just disperse the second they get in. They're like, this person's famous, that person's famous, this person's famous, and they're just there.
Yeah, that's just so toxic. I don't know.
And I'm like, all right, cool. I love this. Welcome to LA, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, that's just where you have to, like, you will know. Like, I mean, the more you get to know someone, you'll know that if they're trying to be your friend because they actually like you versus, like, they're trying to get something out of you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, everyone wants to get something out of someone. That's why you're friends with people. Because
and networking, that's like a huge thing about, like, you know, doing what we do and being in LA. That's different. But, like, someone literally just trying to, like, ride off your coattails and kissing your ass just because, like, you have followers or whatever. That's how you have to, like, differentiate, I feel like.
Well, and then the thing, too, because I used to be the same way. I used to, not like the same way. I wouldn't go after, like, famous people per se. But I do like having... I like having successful friends.
Yeah, of course. Right? It's
like,
that whole like-minded thing like we were talking about earlier. It motivates you.
Yeah, like I don't want to be... Like I don't hang out with everyone anymore. But the people that I do hang out with, I like to hang out with successful people just because that motivates me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same, for sure.
But you're not going to get anywhere in this world if you try to go off of someone else.
Exactly. You have to be original. You have to be your own person.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it probably helps like a little bit, but I mean it's not going to be sustainable at the end of the day.
It's a boost for sure, but at the end of the day you have to be the person that works.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No one can force you out of bed and like tell you to do your shit, you know what I mean? Like maybe your manager can if you have one, but I mean at the end of the day you still got to be the one to do it. So or
just take Adderall.
That's very true.
Yeah. Have you taken Adderall?
I have, but honestly I feel like I'm not very good on Adderall. Like I mean it definitely makes me focus for sure, but I feel like I feel like more irritable on it, which
really,
I don't know, maybe that's just me, but
I don't know if I'm like ADD or what I am. If I take it I just get shit done, but otherwise I can't do anything. If I sit down to edit or something, I'm watching YouTube videos instead, you know, like if I'm texting, like all of a sudden for some reason I'm texting the person that I haven't talked to in 7 months. If I have to do something, I'm like the world's worst procrastinator, so it helps me with that. But then now I'm even to the point I'm like, is Adderall like something that you say that you take, or is it something that you want to keep hidden? I don't even know yet.
Yeah, I don't even know. Because I feel like, I mean, obviously you have to have it prescribed to you, but I mean, like, obviously, like, there's a ton of people who take it, like, while they're partying and stuff, and they don't even, you know, need it. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess there are worse things you could say you could be taking.
Yeah,
and if you actually do need it, then, you know, I guess there's no harm in talking about it, but...
That's one thing. I'm starting to lose touch of reality being out here for sure because I'm such an open person.
Bro, yeah, LA is like a completely different world. Like,
so
I'm
different.
Still getting adjusted. Like, I come here and I'm like, everything is just so different and crazy to everywhere else I feel like I've lived before. So it's very weird. It's very strange, but...
Well, the crazy thing is, too, out here, like, I'm such an open book at this point. Mm-hmm. Like, if you want to know anything about me, just ask. I don't care if you're, like, a random person on the street. Yo, did this happen? Did you do this?
Yeah.
I mean, I will tell you. I just really don't care, which is something that is obviously, like, a good thing for social media. But, like, if you're a normal person, you're not supposed to do that.
That is very true. And, you know, it's crazy, like, how much times have changed. And I really do feel like it has to do with, like, social media and, like, you know, what we do for work, too. But, like, sharing personal things, like, on social media especially used to be so taboo, even just, like, a few years ago. But nowadays, like, people are just putting, like, their entire lives out there, which, I mean, you kind of have to if you want, like, your following to, like, understand you and relate to you and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, is there a line? Like, is there a balance? Like, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes, like, if you're oversharing or if you know, should keep that private. I don't know. It's weird on social media.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's, at this point, it's just overshare. Like, I mean, I will say anything and everything, but I've committed to this, right? Like, I've said fuck so many times on the internet. I've been completely and utterly, like, just abolish and, like, slurring my words. I've had alcohol spit into my mouth from random people. I've been on TMZ for wearing a Tinkerbell dress.
Right.
Like,
oh my God. On Halloween. Wait, you were on TMZ? What do you mean? Oh my God, I remember that. I remember when you were wearing that Tinkerbell dress for Halloween. But.
So at this point, it's like I've committed. Like, this is something that I just can't go back now. I'm gonna, if I go, like, try to present, like, a resume. Like, I went to college for 3.5 years. I did great. I had a 3.8. Like,
damn.
Accept me as this, like, job for this job. They're gonna be like, is this you? And they're just gonna spin the laptop around and it's gonna be.
See, that is the fear, because, like, I have, like, a marketing degree too, and I'm always like, okay, well, I mean, at least, like, if social media, like, dies down, like, I have something to fall back on. But it's like, is that gonna hinder me in the future? I guess. Because social media, like, you know, making a living off of it is still, like, a pretty new concept. I guess we just don't really know, like, what the future is going to hold. Because, like, obviously, like, it's probably not going to last forever, but...
No, well, you're doing brand deals, right? For money right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, what, are you going to try to do, like, your own company of some sort?
I don't know. Maybe in the future. It's not really something that I've, like, thought about so far. But I definitely want to come up with different... you know, ways to keep the revenue going. You know, I know that, like, posting for Fashion Nova literally isn't going to last forever. Like, the hype from the show isn't going to last forever. And, yeah, I don't know. I just need to figure it out right now. I'm kind of, like, in limbo, but...
What you want to do is you want to have, like, ultimately these brands are paying you for your notoriety, for, like, the traction that you can pull. And, I mean, ideally you want to stop making them money and make yourself
your own money. Yeah, exactly.
And then
you don't ever want to rely on, like, another person or brand. You know?
No, you want to make something that outlives you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, like, say you fall off entirely. By the time that you've fallen off, your brand or your company is already so successful and it doesn't need you anymore. So, like,
that is the goal.
Use you to drive it and then go from there. Like, now, how is your audience? Because you're a TV show audience. So, like, most girls that I know that look like you typically have a large male following.
Okay, so before the show came out, I did have, like, mostly a male following, but now it's pretty even. It's, like, half and half, like, female and male, which I like because I feel like it's always better to have, like, a good combination of both. And also, too, my following audience is, like, a little bit strange because the TV show is international. So, like, I do have, like, an international following. Like, it's not just, like, in the U.S.
That's pretty fun.
But, yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely going to, I mean, I don't want to fall back into, like, the whole 9 to 5 thing. I'm going to obviously try to find a way to, like, keep it going and stuff, which if you do that, if you do like run your own business and stuff like that, or like you pursue social media and that's like your career, like you obviously don't have to worry about like making a fool of yourself sometimes and not being able to get a real job. So.
Yeah, no, I think you got it too. I think you'll figure it out. That's one of the things I've noticed about LA is as long as you stay out here long enough, you'll make it.
Yeah,
it's just when you go home is when you have an issue.
Yeah, that's the thing. And even just like, I mean, I love visiting my family and stuff. Like I loved going home for the holidays, but like I was there for a long time. I was there for like November and all of December.
Oh,
so
wow.
Like two whole months. And
Holy
I could already
fuck.
feel like my productivity like going down just because like, yeah.
Well, something too, like I've noticed, I don't know if it's like entitlement at this point or what it is. I feel like I should be doing more all the time. So like,
but that's a good mentality to have though, because it always pushes you to do more.
Well, like I did a movie not too long ago. I got
really?
cast.
That's
cool. Well, no, I was just an extra, right?
Yeah, but
so no, I was on this movie. I got a random call and they were like, "Yo, do you want to do this?" Or I think I slid up on a story. They're like looking for extras for this movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, that kind of sounds fun. I would do that. Yeah. I was like, I'll go be an extra for the day. And then I realized about halfway through the day that I don't want to be an extra.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm way too much of an attention whore. So I'm sitting there and they're like, yo, just stand here, do this. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my lines? Do I get one of these trailers over here?
I feel like you would be great with acting. Like I feel like you would be so good.
Like, yeah, well, that's what I want to do. I want to do no, so I would love to do acting. I think it would be great. I want to do comedies though. I don't think you would ever see me like cry on camera.
I cannot picture you crying on camera. But comedies, no, you would be absolutely perfect for that.
I think so too. I want to start getting into it. I was going to do, like I said earlier, I was going to do reality.
Yeah.
For a little bit, but I don't know what show would suit me. I can't exactly do Too Hot to Handle. That's not really my demographic.
Well, and I don't really watch reality TV shows in general anyway, so it's not even like I could like tell you, but
I just need like a reality show based around my life. What the fuck is going on with this plant?
No, you know what? That would be really entertaining.
Like I need to vlog. I need
If you keep up with the vlogging and really like grow your YouTube, like who fucking knows? Netflix could want to do a show with you. You know what I mean? Like
I just need a camera.
Because you are a very entertaining person. Like you're always doing something. Like your YouTube videos are so funny. Like your vlogs, like the stuff that you post, like your TikToks. Like you're just like an entertaining person. So like, I definitely feel like you got it.
She's flirting with me right now. You see this? This is.
Everyone loves you, Landn. I mean, like literally, like you're so fun to be around. So.
Well, I appreciate that. You're fun to be around as well.
Thanks.
But yeah, no, I'll definitely get into acting. I'll definitely do something. I just need a camera on me at all times too. If you just have a camera on me at all times, at least 15 minutes a day is gonna be fun.
Oh, for
fun to watch, yeah.
For sure.
So I mean, and I'm sure like I don't even know. I'll input some videos of what we end up doing tonight in there. Yeah. We'll just at the very end we'll put like at the montage. End you guys are gonna see like a quick montage of what
typical
we get into
Saturday night in LA.
Yeah. Saturday night in LA. Well, I was doing those minute vlogs for a while. Did you see those?
Yeah. I really liked watching them.
Yeah, they were so much work. And then I started drinking again because I was sober during that too.
Oh, you were sober during that?
Yeah. So if you watch them, it's actually really funny. I was completely sober and I was going to the clubs and stuff because it was going to be like good footage.
Going to the clubs sober?
Let me tell you, it's a different experience. It's a different experience.
You couldn't pay me to do that.
Yeah, it was very different experience. And then what I was doing is I was making these videos and I was going out every night and I was staying sober. And it was like good because I was very productive, but also I was like, wow. Life is a lot less fun in LA when you're just sober all the time.
No, it is very true. It is very true, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But
is that when you have a problem or is it just I don't know.
I think it's just like the LA culture. I mean, LA culture is literally centered around partying.
Well, and I feel like we're on vacation anyways.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, when me and my friends like first moved here, like I told you, we were in that Airbnb for 2 months just to try it out. Mm-hmm. It's like we never fully felt like we were settled in. It just felt like a 2-month long vacation where we were just like blowing money, going out all the time. Like it didn't feel like we were actually like living there until like the end of the 2-month mark. But
no, Not at all. Yeah, this is a vacation. I actually need a vacation from my vacation at this point.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're talking about, Bali.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get me away. And I need to go by myself too. Don't even I don't want anyone to come with me.
If you go with a group of people, then you're just gonna party there. It's not gonna be any different.
I just can't help it. I'm such I feel like I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was from my mom always having house parties and stuff when I was younger, not like ragers, but having events and things or I worked on TV shows and stuff. I just always feel like I have to be entertaining, and which is good. I love being entertaining. I love the fact that I want to be accommodating. You know what I'm saying? If you come to my house, I'm gonna make sure that you have plenty to drink. You have anything that you want. And then if we go out, I'm gonna make sure that everyone's taken care of. I somehow being one of the people that drinks the most of the group, always make sure everyone makes it home alive. And I just I like to be that person that can do that. But the problem is I like to be that person.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Send me away by myself for 4 days.
Only 4 days.
Maybe a week.
Maybe a week, yeah.
Maybe a week. But the worst part is you could send me anywhere for 4 days. I'm still going to be partying. I will be out and I'll have 50 new friends.
That's why you have to go by yourself and literally just choose a place where there is no partying. You're just isolated.
Well, no, I can't. Something. I promise you, if I do that, unless I go to fucking Saudi Arabia or some shit where you're not where it's illegal to drink or do any drugs or anything, that's the only way. Because if you send me anywhere, within reason, of course.
You're gonna meet people. You're gonna make friends. Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Yeah. When I went to Brazil, I mean, of course I knew some people, but I was just wandering around and they're like, oh my God, look at the gringo. And then, and then I was like, all right, yeah. And then next thing you know, I'm buying bottles.
You're just a very social and outgoing person, by nature. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a bad thing though. You literally would not be here where you are today if you weren't like that. And maybe when we're 80 years old, we'll be aching and shit and regretting how much we drank when we were in our 20s, but at least 100%. We're gonna have really good stories to tell.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna regret anything. I'm getting stem cells. I'm gonna get
true by that time, who knows what the technology.
I'm gonna have so much shit in my body. I'm gonna be basically a robot. All right, when they come out with those,
we all might be, honestly. So
those fake organs and everything, I'm gonna have those. Give me the stem cells. Give me whatever it is, and then hopefully I'm rich enough to get cryogenically frozen so that
so
later on.
Forever.
Yeah, I don't know. I would be down. Okay, wouldn't it be kind of cool to just wake up 2,000 years from now?
Yeah, it would.
Do you think you would thrive, or do you think people would be like, wow, you're stupid?
Well, obviously, I mean, that would be such a huge adjustment. 2,000 years in the future, could you even imagine how much the world would have progressed by then?
I don't think we're gonna make it that long, to be honest.
Honestly, probably not.
We're gonna be like, wow, the future is so amazing. In reality, everyone's living in shipping containers with Oculuses on.
I feel the longer we go into this whole virtual reality thing or AI, robots are just going to take over. All the sci-fi movies already warned us about, but we're too stupid to actually listen to them.
Well, you have that, what's the thing Elon Musk is doing now? The Neuralink or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit
about that. Did you see they're doing human trials or something? They're about to do human trials, which basically they put Google in your brain.
It's fucking scary, bro. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not.
I don't want to, but again, back to FOMO, I might have to.
No, Landn,
The thing is what am I going to do?
You're not going to be Landn anymore. You're going to have a robot Google brain.
What am I going to do if I have this robot, or everyone's so smart, right? Everyone's Googling everything. I'm like, yo, what's this? What's this? You're just calculating tips at a restaurant. You're like, what's 20%? I already got it figured out. You have a calculator in there. You have Google.
That would be sick, but you're literally just giving them the opportunity to completely control you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I feel that's probably the underlying motive behind it. It's just, just some sick fuck out there is just wanting to control the entire human population.
Well, and think about it this way too. You have hackers, right?
Yeah.
So like what?
Someone can literally hack into your brain. Oh my god, I didn't think about that. No.
So what if there's like a super villain that's just like, yo, fuckers, like I'm gonna hack half of the population and make them do the shit? Because I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's linked to. It's called Neuralink. So I mean, I'm sure it links to your nervous system. I don't know enough about it. I'm very like ignorant to the topic, but I do know it's a thing.
I mean, if that is what the world is going to turn into, like, don't wake me up in 2,000 years. I'd literally just rather pass and not have to deal with all of that. I don't want someone hacking into my brain. Like, you're kidding.
No. Yeah. I definitely don't do that or don't want to do that. But I'm definitely going to get everything that you possibly can get to like feel
for sure.
amazing.
To feel good.
Yeah. Do you do anything like, are you like vegan or you like do all organic or like?
No, I'm definitely not. I love my cheeseburgers. I love my fries. I'm a very like thin person, but like I eat very bad. So like it's definitely gonna bite me in the ass in the future for sure. Cause like I'm definitely not the most like healthy person.
Really?
I mean, like I do like work out every once in a while and stuff, but like yeah, my cholesterol probably is is not great.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because it's you're thinner and you're like not outrageously tall and things, which is great for your organs. Did you know being tall actually shortens your life expectancy?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, because in the modeling industry, like I do modeling, but like I'm a little on the short side for modeling. I'm only 5'6", which for modeling standards is pretty short.
Yeah, you're basically taller than me.
But no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that being tall shortens your life expectancy.
Yeah, well, you got to think about it too. Like, think about it. Your heart and everything has to pump blood throughout your whole body.
Oh, yeah,
so
you're right. That's interesting.
If you're like taller,
your heart needs to work harder.
It has to work harder, which is ultimately like the thing that keeps you alive.
Okay, so ladies, date a short king. Maybe don't go for the 6'5". They might die a little sooner.
Exactly. Or funny. Actually, honestly, at that point, you probably should date tall because you'll get tired of them eventually. And then,
very true.
Yeah, you're gonna really enjoy your 70s by yourself.
I don't know though, because can you really do that much when you're 70s? And when you're in your 70s, like, what if you're just like stuck at home and you're just like alone and bored?
I don't know yet. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be a very active elderly person.
That's good.
But then also I could just be like at home playing fucking checkers. I don't know. Like,
yeah, or we're just like all in our own virtual reality worlds, which at that point doesn't matter if your body can't fucking move anymore.
Actually that scares me. Getting old, because I'm 25 and this world is like, you're 25 as well.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to get nervous now because I'm like, oh wow, I'm getting old.
Yeah, it's freaking me out. Oh my God, I just turned 25 in December and I was like, ooh, like what is this? Like how did I get here so soon? I don't know.
Oh my God, I caught myself saying something the other day and it made me cringe so bad. I was like, oh my God, I love that kid. And I was like,
it's like, fuck, I'm not a kid anymore.
I was like, no, I just called someone else a kid. Oh, wow. I was like, no.
Well, I feel like on TikTok, too, like, everyone is, like, so young, and it's like, you say you're 25, and they're like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I'm saying, where I'm, like, out here, I feel like a grandpa out here, and I'm like, what is happening? And it's like...
But then also, too, I feel like I'm 25, and I'm in my prime, like... the way my life has gone so far. Yeah. But also, yeah, I do feel that pressure of like, fuck, I'm getting old.
I know, everyone, like, especially now, because do you have people from like your high school and stuff that are like settling down, getting married? Oh my God,
yeah, everyone's getting married, everyone's popping out babies. I'm like, oh no, honey, I can't be doing that. No.
That's petrifying to me.
Oh my God, it's terrifying.
There's no way.
Terrifying, no.
I would be terrified.
No, I've always been like that though, to where like I knew I didn't want to get married or anything like super early on. Like that is like way into the future for me. I can't even think about that now.
Well, are you like a commitment-based person? Like, do you like relationships or do you like being single?
I do like relationships. I mean, I feel like everyone has gone through like the whole hookup culture thing. It can be like fun for a little bit. Like when I was in my early 20s and stuff, like I did all of that. But I have had like 2 really long relationships. Like I dated, I mean, this one was like puppy love kind of thing, but it was really long. It was like I dated someone for 5 years, but we started dating when I was 15 though, and then we broke up when I was 20.
Oh, so you had all your first experiences together.
Yeah, but then like I did that whole like hookup culture thing for like a year or two, and then I dated like one other person for like 2.5 years. Yeah. But I definitely am more of a commitment person, but like I won't date just anyone, you know what I mean? Like they have to like really like, you gotta be really like my best friend and like stuff like that. So.
See, I'm plagued with this thing where when it comes to like dating or talking to girls or anything like that, I become infatuated for like a month, maybe 2 months.
I feel like a lot of my guy friends are like that. Like they tell me about like the girls that they're into and stuff, but like, and they get like super like obsessed and like into them, and then like a month or two later they're like, yeah, no, not really feeling it anymore.
Well, no, so what happens with me is, right, like I get completely and utterly infatuated with people, which is great. I love that feeling. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But the problem is I struggle to keep that like infatuation when I know who a person is.
Yeah. So like in the beginning it's like new and it's fun. Yeah. You don't really like know them. I
enjoy them, and then what happens is as I get to know them even more, I find out that they're either not that deep, or it's just like there's so many things that we just different that we're not the same at all.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good though, because some people really like jump into relationships like super quick before they even get to know someone, but like at least you're not like the type of person who's like gonna just date anyone, you know what I mean? Like if it's not working out after a month or two, like you're on to the next. So.
Well, no, don't get me wrong, if someone's like very motivated and they're like doing their thing and like I'm impressed by them, you'll definitely make it past like that 1 or 2 month mark with me. Yeah. Because then you're like deep, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of layers to you.
Right.
However, also I've noticed girls do this thing, right? Because like you said, I'm a social butterfly. I have to go out all the time.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there comes a time where like these girls, they'll come up to me and they'll be like, oh my God, you're so much fun. Let's party. Let's go out. And I'm like, yeah. And then like 2 weeks and I'm like, this girl is fucking amazing. She always drinks with me, parties with me. This is great. And then during the day, like awesome as well. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, should we go to that party tonight or should we just stay home? I'm going to the party. Really? Why do you want to go out tonight? And I'm like, now you're trying to lock me. Like you came at me with all these false pretenses. You were like the party girl. You like to do all this stuff. And then now you want to stay home and watch Netflix. I'm like, I'm doing the exact same thing.
I mean, like, yeah, but you could also take that as a compliment, too. That probably just means that they just want to, like, take the relationship, like, further, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's frightening.
So are you scared of commitment? Is that what you're saying? No, Maybe that's why you're obsessed with a girl for 1 or 2 months, and then you, like, fall off.
No, I don't mind commitment, actually. I like commitment. Mm-hmm. I like committing to things.
Yeah.
I think that's fun. That's something that is very interesting. You learn a lot about yourself.
Person.
Has to be. And I'm still working on myself at this point too.
Yeah,
so like
aren't we all,
I think that's one of those things. I feel like now relationships are really going to start to happen when everyone turns 30.
That is very true. I mean, because everyone is trying to figure themselves out right now. Like, it's hard. Like, I mean, we all have, like, our own damage to fucking deal with, and then they do, too. So, like, combining the two, and then we're all still trying to figure out what we want to do with our lives and, like, what we want to do in the future. It's, like, hard to have, like, relationships right now.
When you're learning about yourself, like, that's the problem that I've noticed is that I feel like every 2 or 3 years, I'm a completely different person.
Oh, same. Exactly. Yeah. Which is why no shade to, like, anyone who, like, decides to get married super young. Like, if you found your person, you found your person. But, like, I'm just, like, if I decided to, and this is no shade to my ex either, but, like, if I decided to get married to the guy I dated for 5 years when I, like, started dating him when I was 15 and we got married when I was, like, 20 or something, I would literally I'm just such a different person now than who I was when I was 20. Like, it probably just wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah. So, well, that's because, like, even with my life at this point, like, in high school, I was fucking like 300 pounds, so I was like crazy fat. And then got expelled from high school.
You got expelled from high school?
Yeah, I got expelled from high school. Yeah. I made it about a month and a half into my senior year, and then I got expelled, and I had to go to an online school, and then I graduated early, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, I graduated high school with a 2.2. Yeah,
Hey, I mean, high school really doesn't fucking matter. As long as you can get into college and do well there, then you're fine.
Well, what's crazy is I wasn't stupid. I just didn't care.
Yeah,
like, I had a 2.2, and
you
then
had a 3.8 when you went to college.
Yep.
So like, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, so that happened. I'm very, like I said, I'm the stupidest, smartest person you'll ever meet. You know. But yeah, no, I did that, and then I moved to Nashville, and then I wanted to be a musician for a while.
Oh,
I thought I was gonna be like, I wanted to be like famous, you know, like for playing music, and then I got good at a bunch of instruments. I can play any instrument. Have I played guitar for you before?
No, never. I didn't even know you could.
Well, you know what? After this, I'll play you a song on guitar.
Okay, sick.
No,
all right.
yeah, now it's just a party trick, but yeah, I did that, and then I realized, I'm broke, and then I started to see everyone graduating from college and stuff, and then they're like making their way, and I'm like, oh wow, what am I doing?
Yeah, like what am I supposed to do?
So then I went to college. And then I went to college in Florida. Mm-hmm. And then I dropped out when I hit 1 million followers on TikTok and pursued social media as a career.
Yeah. So, damn, your life has changed a lot in the past, 6 years.
I'm a different person every 6 months at this point. I don't even know.
I am kind of too. Not completely, but I mean, I don't know. I could not imagine settling down this early because who even knows what I'm going to be doing a year or two from now or what I'm going to be like, you know? So it's just crazy.
Well, I feel like too, one of the beautiful things about not knowing what you're going to do or where you're going to go opens all those happy accidents.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, even just being in LA, the short amount of time I've been in, I don't know. I don't want to get too deep or anything, but I was in a pretty bad place when the show first came out because of stuff I was going through in my personal life. And for a while it just didn't seem like it was going to get any better. But then I moved here and then at stupid light at the end of the tunnel or whatever. But I met some really, really great genuine people that I just literally just can't picture my life without anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm if I didn't take that leap and move all the way across the country, my life would literally be so different now. So yeah. You never know what's gonna happen. 1,000,000%.
And I can even say I don't know what's gonna happen in 6 months. I don't know what's gonna happen in a year. I don't know where I'm gonna be or what I'm gonna be doing. No, I think one of the beautiful things about not knowing where you're going is that you just get to figure out what happens along the way.
Yeah, I mean that's what life is all about. We don't have a blueprint to anything. You know?
There's
every human experience is a different experience, so.
Yeah, there's no way that I would have predicted where I am now.
Me either.
A few years ago.
No, there's no fucking way.
And that's what's so good and then the crucial thing is you just can't get numb to all the experiences that you're having.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta push on forward and.
You guys, I'm going to make her start vlogging, okay?
No, I really want to. You know what? I have 3 vlogs that I filmed literally months ago that I haven't even uploaded yet because I've been in my head about it, but I just need to edit the last one and do it.
What is it? What's the context?
See, I don't know if my followers would actually be interested in, but I'm super into I mean, I love my friends. I have a really close group of friends, and we always just do crazy shit all the time. But I'm super into camping and hiking and stuff. So before I moved here, I bought a camper van, which is what I was supposed to do with my ex, but then we broke up. So I just bought it by myself. And me and my 2 best friends, the ones that I lived with in the Airbnb for 2 months, we drove across the country, from Florida to California, in the camper van that I just bought.
Wow.
And so I did an entire vlog about that. And then I don't know, I went to Big Bear a few months ago. With,
and you posted it or you didn't?
No, I haven't posted it yet.
Oh my
and I should because I talked a little bit about it on my Instagram, stories and shit, and people are always DMing me being post about your camper van, vlog, post it on your YouTube channel. And it's just been sitting on my computer. I just need to edit it and actually do it.
Yeah.
But also too, I just want to vlog about my everyday life too and what I'm doing here in LA, and I need to start doing that. So
you should. Do you edit your stuff or do you pay an editor?
No, I edit my own stuff. I'm definitely not as good as you. I'm still learning. You edit your videos amazing. I still need to work on that.
Well, if you want, I'll teach you.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
If you want, we'll film a vlog together.
Yeah, I'm down.
And then I'll edit it with you.
Yeah. And
then you can watch me do stupid stuff or watch me edit it, and then if you watch it you'll pick up so much.
That's true. Yeah.
That's
I'm definitely down to do that for sure. Cuz
Well, that's how I learned, is I would watch people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because, like, this is all, like, so new to me. Like, I've never tried, like, doing YouTube or anything like that until, like, recently. But, like, I definitely, that's, like, one of my goals for the new year. Like, I want to get super into it. And, like, I don't know, like, my close friends and I, like, we're always doing, like, random, like, stupid shit. And it's always, like, funny. So, like, I should be filming it, but I don't. And I just need to get into the habit, so.
Yeah, you need to, because, honestly, I just figured this out. Like, literally probably, like, 2 months ago, I figured out, I was like, wow, what do you do for a job? I do social media.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, do I really do social media as a job? So we're not 9-to-5ers, but do we actually work as hard as we can?
Yeah, you still need to hold yourself accountable. And, like, you know, I've been, like, in a rut for, like, the past few months and stuff. Like, I gave myself that as an excuse. But, like, I really don't have an excuse anymore. Like, I'm on the other side of it now. So, like, I really do need to, like, grind and, like, work and, like, actually, like, commit to, like, posting.
Well, what I noticed is, like, I was sitting there, I was like, yo, you do social media as a job. You don't have a 9-to-5. What you do is amazing. You're so fortunate. Yeah. But I was sitting there, I was like, what does that mean? And, like, realistically, it means a lot of things. It means that you need to have, like, 5 Instagram stories a day.
Yeah,
It means you need to post 3 times a week on Instagram. Yeah. It means that you need a TikTok a day. It means that you need a YouTube video once a week. And I was like, oh, shit, maybe I do work a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute.
People think social media is so easy, but, like, they don't see, like, the behind the scenes. Like, there's so much that goes into it. Like, and there's so much competition, too. Like, trying to be original, like, figuring out the time, like, trying to come up with new ideas, like, editing, like, stuff like that. Like, it really is, like, a lot of work.
Yeah, 100. Well, it's not what you see. What you see, like, what the audience sees, what you guys see, is you see us in front of the camera. But when that camera's not rolling, that's where all the work happens.
Right, exactly. Like, you see, like, I don't know, like a 30-minute vlog, but, like, you don't see.
Wow,
like,
that's long. If they made it through a 30-minute vlog, wow. Yeah.
I feel like all the people I watch on YouTube, like, I watch their 30-minute vlogs. But
really?
Your vlogs are really short, but they're very entertaining.
See, I can't help it. I have the attention span of a 2-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So true. I have to make them fast. If you could watch me for 30 minutes, that's crazy. But that's why I like podcasts, though, because we talked.
Oh my God,
we're on an hour and a half right now. You believe
that's
that?
crazy, and it just flew by.
And we just made somebody's like drive to work that much better.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like what you're gonna listen to this in the car for sure.
Oh, for sure.
That's what these are.
I love listening to podcasts in the car.
Yeah. Who's your what kind of podcast? Are you like a Call Her Daddy type person, or like
no?
Or do you like
no,
the crime?
No shade on Call Her Daddy, but like I don't know. I just like listening to stuff that's like actually like.
You like a true crime kind of girl? Like you listen to those ones?
Yeah, I don't know. I only started listening to podcasts like recently, but just like whatever gets my brain stimulated, I guess.
Yeah, I'll fall victim to it sometimes.
But like on YouTube, like I could definitely watch like someone's like 30-minute vlog, even if it's not like super entertaining. They're just like going about their day, you know what I mean? Like not if I'm like sitting there trying to watch a movie, but if I'm like getting ready or like eating or something, like I could definitely like throw up like someone's like, vlog and just like watch it. So
that's good. Yeah, that's good. I feel like we're in a generation now where we constantly have to be entertained, so like always have something on in the background.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Our attention spans are definitely a lot weaker than
they're so bad. I can't be bored. I can't. It's not gonna happen. Like
even like on TikTok, like if a video doesn't get my attention in the first like 2 seconds, I'm
gone.
Scroll.
Yeah, I'm gone. You have to. It's so bad now. So like people getting into social media, let me just tell you right now, it's terrible because you do this thing where you have to like announce what you're doing before you do it, just so you can hook an audience, right?
Yeah, true.
You have to start it off like, okay, so today I'm doing this with this and this. And then that's your whole video.
Not gonna pay attention.
If you're like, good morning, people, how are you this morning? And like, scroll. It's not gonna, it's scroll. They're gonna be like, yo, I fucked a turtle 50 feet underwater.
That's the hard part now.
Yeah, you have to do something so outlandish at this point, which is crazy. But we've been talking for quite some time.
I probably need to wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. You want to?
Thank you guys for tuning in into this Virality podcast. Thank you, Landn, for having me on here. It was super, super fun.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, of course. Hope you guys had fun listening. So.
Yeah.
tune into next episode.
Yeah, follow her. All of her social media, everything will be linked down below. She's going to vlog. I'm going to make it happen, okay? She's going to vlog. I'm going to make her do one. I'm going to edit it, so you guys are definitely going to have to watch that one because it's going to be good.
It'll be good.
I promise. Lots of sound effects and like crazy songs and montages and everything.
Perfect. We love.
All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys. I'll see you next Sunday. Peace.